Hey everyone, welcome back to Bike Beat, the place where we take apart every angle of the machines that keep us moving. Today we're diving into the 2026 Suzuki GS400 Scrambler, a bike that perfectly blends retro heritage with modern usability, sitting in that sweet mid-size scrambler category where style meets substance. Suzuki has gone back to its GS roots, revived the charm, and added rugged cues that make this more than just another neo-retro model. It's a bike that appeals to those who want a versatile machine capable of handling daily commuting, weekend winding roads, and even some light gravel or dirt when the mood strikes. The balance between style, practicality, and fun is what sets it apart. Underneath, it runs on a 400 cubic centimeters parallel twin motor, air and oil-cooled to keep things simple, reliable, and easy to maintain. Power delivery is lively without being intimidating, producing around 38 to 42 horsepower at higher revs and about 32 to 35 Nm of torque lower down. That means you have enough punch to move confidently through city traffic, tackle twisty country roads, and even enjoy open highways at moderate cruising speeds. The 6-speed gearbox keeps ratios versatile, and lower gears are tuned to give you usable torque for off-road sections or steep inclines. The clutch is smooth and light, and Suzuki has likely included a slip resist system to make downshifts more controlled and reduce fatigue during longer rides. The chassis is a steel frame, designed to be strong but not overly heavy, with a wet weight of around 190 to 200 kilograms. Suspension includes long-travel telescopic forks up front with protective gaiters and a preload adjustable monoshock at the rear. The combination keeps the ride comfortable on city streets and stable on gravel or uneven terrain. Wheel sizes strike a scrambler balance, with an 18-inch front and 17-inch rear, fitted with dual-purpose tires that grip tarmac well while providing some off-road confidence. Braking is handled by discs at both ends with ABS standard, ensuring safety and predictable stopping power. Some markets might see optional upgrades such as wave pattern rotors or higher-spec calipers, enhancing braking performance further. The electronics are minimal yet effective, a classic-style digital cluster, switchable ABS, and possibly a basic traction control system that can be toggled for road or light off-road conditions. Styling is where Suzuki has leaned heavily into heritage. The fuel tank shape draws inspiration from older GS models, complete with retro badging and subtle knee dents that evoke nostalgia. The exhaust is high-mounted, a true scrambler touch, tucked for clearance and giving the bike a rugged look. There's minimal plastic, plenty of exposed engine and frame, and a ribbed tuck-and-roll style seat that nods to the past while remaining comfortable for modern riders. Handlebars are wide and upright, foot pegs are mid-set, and together they provide a riding posture that's easy for both standing on rough trails and cruising city streets. Seat height is moderately tall at around 820 to 850 mm, providing ground clearance for occasional off-road use without alienating riders of average height. The headlight is a simple round LED unit, paired with slim LED indicators and a compact tail lamp, all cleanly designed to complement the retro aesthetic. Fuel capacity is around 14 to 16 liters, and combined with expected fuel efficiency of 25 to 30 kilometers per liter, riders can expect a range of roughly 250 to 300 kilometers per tank. For everyday commuting and weekend rides, that's more than adequate. Color options are thoughtfully curated to highlight the scrambler vibe, including earthy matte tones like olive, desert sand, and muted greens, alongside classic two-tone options such as cream and black or silver with subtle stripes. Brushed metal finishes on guards and frames enhance the tactile, premium feel without relying on excessive plastics. Where this bike really shines is in its unique balance of modernity and tradition. Suzuki has included enough electronics for safety and convenience while avoiding overcomplication, making maintenance easier and keeping overall reliability high. It's also an excellent base for customization. The exposed subframe, minimal bodywork, and simple lines make it ideal for aftermarket exhausts, custom seats, bar swaps, and other personalized touches. Suzuki has clearly left this bike open for riders to make it their own, without needing a full garage of specialized tools. Riding the GS400 Scrambler is a pleasure. In city traffic, the low to mid-range torque makes stop and go effortless, and throttle response is smooth and predictable. On winding backroads, it flicks through corners with surprising agility for its weight, the wide bars providing leverage and confidence. Even on light gravel paths, the bike feels stable, though it's always clear that this isn't a full dirt bike. The suspension absorbs bumps well without transferring harsh impacts to the rider. On highways, it cruises comfortably around 100 to 110 km per hour, with the engine maintaining composure, though above that you feel some vibration and wind resistance, since it lacks fairings or a windshield. Despite that, the riding experience is engaging, connected, and very much alive, a reminder of what motorcycling should feel like. Fuel economy is strong, with the engine sipping fuel efficiently, allowing longer trips between refuels. Maintenance is expected to be simple, keeping overall ownership costs reasonable. The trade-offs are clear: it's not a touring machine with wind protection, nor is it a hardcore off-road bike with extreme suspension travel. But the GS400 Scrambler is designed to hit a sweet spot for the everyday rider who also wants style, versatility, and simplicity. Price is one of the most compelling aspects. Suzuki is expected to place the GS400 Scrambler around $6,500 to $7,500, making it one of the more accessible bikes in the retro Scrambler segment. In Western markets, it undercuts many competitors while delivering real character and capability. In Asian markets, after duties and taxes, it'll cost more but still represents good value for a midsize, reliable, and customizable machine. Compared to bikes like the Royal Enfield Himalayan, Triumph Street Scrambler, or Honda CB500X, it occupies the middle ground, affordable, stylish, and versatile, without unnecessary complexity or gimmicks. Weaknesses are present, but understandable. Suspension is adequate for moderate off-road riding but won't handle extreme trails. Electronics are minimal, which is a blessing for some but a disappointment for riders accustomed to multiple modes, traction control levels, and advanced rider aids. Long highway rides can be tiring due to wind blast and engine vibration, and the seat may be firm for pillion comfort over long distances. Yet, for the majority of its intended audience, these limitations are outweighed by its charm, versatility, and ease of use. What's new in this generation compared to previous GS models is a clear focus on Scrambler character and modern reliability. The exhaust is repositioned for better off-road clearance, the suspension is slightly longer and tuned for mixed terrain, the frame is more robust, and maintenance intervals are improved. LED lighting, a digital-analog hybrid instrument cluster, and a refined fuel injection system bring it into the 2026 era without losing the vintage appeal. Suzuki has also emphasized durability, using higher quality materials for areas prone to wear, making it a long-lasting, enjoyable ride. The GS400 Scrambler is ideal for those who love motorcycling as an experience rather than a pure performance chase. It's for the rider who wants a machine that is approachable, versatile, and stylish, yet still allows for weekend adventures and some mild off-road fun. That's the 2026 Suzuki GS400 Scrambler in full. If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe for more reviews, and share your thoughts below. Would you take this over a Royal Enfield or Triumph Scrambler? What color scheme would you choose if the keys were in your hand? Thanks for watching Bike Beat, ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one.